I'll put this video on YouTube. So this toilet here runs continuously, and you can see right here it's going up into this pipe and it's overfilling. So the float shutoff on this guy needs to be adjusted, and it's an old fella, so I don't know if you can adjust it or not, but we'll find out. So the way that I adjusted this is I turned the shut-off valve off. It has a bit of a leak, by the way, when you operate it. I'm going to check and make sure it's not leaking after it's all the way open or all the way closed. I don't think so, just when you open and close it. If it is, you should replace it. And to do that, this one looks like it's soldered on there. So you'd have to shut the main water off, and I find it easiest just to use a SharkBite one. Anyways, back to this fella. If you look down below, you can see a threaded shaft right down there. So if you crank on this wheel, like I turned it off before I operated the thing in case it's all crusty. And so it's off, it's safe to operate. You just crank on this guy with the wrench because you can't do it by hand. So anyways, I lowered it, and that didn't change anything. It's still going past this tube here. So it needs to have a float that operates to shut it off. So it looks like it's old, rusty in there, needs replacement. So I came prepared with two different setups from Home Depot. One is the Universal Complete Repair Kit, and this is the one I'm going to use because it's cheaper. Is this Fluidmaster Universal Kit. So just need this shut-off valve here. One other item I picked up, because there's an old school fella there at Home Depot. He said this is the most common part that fails. That's for the Fluidmaster. So you just crack this part open here and take the old one out and put the new one in. I don't have time to show you on a video how to do that because I'm not doing that right now, but I'm sure you can find videos for that. The good thing about buying these kits too is if you go to a job and you don't know what it is, then you got everything you need for a toilet that's continuously running. It's, you know, if you just want to buy a valve too, that's cheaper, or a flapper. You can buy those with pieces, or you get the whole kit instead of buying the whole store. That's why I got the kit. It's not that much more. Amy's is, I got this little dollar store plastic bowl, which is real handy working with toilets. So when you take off the supply line and then you take out the fill valve, it's all going to run out on the floor unless you got something to catch it. Also, this flapper, you can see the rubber's deteriorated, and some of this red rubber was on the this lip here. I scraped it off with my fingernails. Came off easy. So it's good to replace other parts like that. Over time, what happens is these things get deteriorated from most likely chlorine in the water, but they put other things in the water like fluoride. So I got the new guts in there, and the toilet's filling through the hose. Like the old one was not going through that hose. And it looks like the float valve's working. I got to adjust it a bit. And down below, I don't see any leaks, particularly coming off of the holding tank. It's funny how the LED light is shimmering on the video. I don't know if that's going to show up for you guys or not, guys and gals. The shutoff valve itself seems to be okay. It's not dripping. Where the hose shoots in there, there used to be, if you can remember from the other start of the video, is this tab that was on there. So I just took my utility knife and my pliers and wiggled it away gently, because this thing's a plastic down below. Don't want to leverage that all loose down there. And the reason I had to take that off is because this guy would shoot right into it and splash all over the place. So now all I got to do is adjust it so that the water level comes up to that rust level, if you can see it.